Alright, so this is the loop I'm working with, and today I will show you how I arrived here by showcasing the techniques from Neel and Karenn. So I have two tracks from Neel and Karenn over here, and let's solo them for a moment and let's listen them for a while. So what do we hear is like boom, 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 boom. So there is like one sound and there is another sound. So this one sound creates like a question, boom, 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 and then there's like do 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 do. So there's like a dialogue between them. Question and answer, question and answer. Listen carefully. And if we go a bit further, okay, things speeds up with some drums. There is another, so there's like a third layer, but also we hear a modulation on this main toot toot sound, which has some, I guess, filter modulation or something. Those answers change a bit. Now there's like a rhythm additional one. Yeah, but again, this sound changes. So there is like a sequence 1 and sequence 2, and we hear like the sequence 1 is being modulated. And if we take a look at Karenn's tune, we have bum 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 dun 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 dun. There's like a question in the first bar. Let me. A modulation. A filter is opening. If we go over there, there will be drums and a synth. It's like an Atmos synth. And we hear constant modulation. So over here we have one sequence, which in the first bar asks, in the second part there is answer, and there are like different elements around it. And especially I wanted to take your attention to that synth part. This sustained sound, because it creates a lot of tension. So what we will be doing today is we'll be kind of like mimicking this technique of having two layers talking together. All right, so this is my bass line, kick and a bass line, and this is the first layer I've came up with. So it goes like that. It's just the E and F notes, and because it's F and E, there's a lot of tension already, and a bit of echo. Fairly simple. It's just operator sound, which I can modulate a bit. And then I was thinking about how I can create actually, because there's a lot of gap over here, how I can create that answer. So I took the same concept that's also operator, and I wrote something like that. Maybe that's not even too much. Okay, let's leave it as it was, but let me actually prefer to be sine wave. Yeah, so we have already two patterns going on, and now we can do all of those modulations. And it's already interesting because those two layers talk to each other in a different way. So what we can do more is to add another dialogue, another sounds talking to each other. And here I have just a rim shot. So it's one rim shot, asks, and then another answers. Super simple, but in this context I think really effective. Let's add some percussions. And let's then go to current style, like adding some ambience, or here like a sustained sound. There's a lot of modulation in this sound, so it's alive. I don't have to do anything to this synth. And now in this section I can play once again with those patterns. Yeah, I'm adding LFO to the higher one. Maybe that's... So it's like two characters morphing, like this one changes right at this moment. Maybe we can leave it. And here I just raised another one note. So we had E, and here we have C. A bit of variation. And we come back. And then we can come back to this normal pattern at some point. And of course there is like more to be added to this composition, but the main idea was to show you that there are two different layers that talk to each other, and you can use many different sounds to do that. You can use synth sounds, you can use percs, you can use effects, you can use vocals, vocal chops, found sound. Just when you program the beat and program the sound, make a composition, just think about those layers talking to each other, one asking question, one answering the question, and maybe then the third layer would be like emphasizing one of the parts, or question or answer, or just giving more energy. So there's a lot of creative ways we can take it this further, but the main idea is actually to use those dialogues. So that would be it for today, a quick one, but I think very effective. Something that is often like overlooked, that it's super important to have this conversation, and this conversation to be really understood and pleasant to the ear. It needs to have space, so that's something also to keep in mind, to not over clutter the composition with lots of sound talking to each other, like 1, 2, 3. That's really enough for hypnotic techno, and then all those ambiences effects. So I hope that was useful. I hope you learned something interesting. If you have, check out the link in the description how we can work together even more and take further your music production journey. Take care. Bye.